In today's video, we're going to learn how to create this in After Effects. Okay, let us create a new composition. Rename this main comp. So hit OK. I have an asset from PNG Wing. You can download it. The links will be there in the description down below. So I'm gonna drag in this here, and I'm gonna rename this packaging. The next one here, I'm gonna rename these two chips, and the last one, which is the logo, rename this logo. All right, so I'm going to shut off the chips layer for now, and I'm going to work with this logo. So I'm going to align this logo with this and scale it up. You can parent this logo to the package, and I'm going to turn on the chips and right click, and I'm going to pre-compose this and set this to move all attributes. Hit OK. Shut off the eye for the chips for now, and let's turn this 3D layer. So let's go in layer, new, and we'll create a new camera. Hit OK. And I am going to go and create a new null object and make this a 3D layer as well. And I'm going to parent this camera to the null. All right, once you have that, come here and select this view, and we're going to set this to 2 views. In that way, we have 2 views. The left side is the camera perspective, and the right side, make sure you are on the top view. Let's move this packaging, hit P on the keyboard and move this away from the camera so that it fits. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, go follow us on Instagram and join the Telegram channel to get updated with upcoming tutorials and be a part of the motion designers community. I am going to animate the camera. So here, if you come up in the top window, top view, you can see the camera is here and the packaging is here. So we're gonna move the camera from this position and move it, dolly it outwards, and rest the camera here. So I'm going to move forward in the timeline. Hold down shift and hit page down 4 times, 1 2 3 4, and selecting on the null object, hit P on the keyboard, set a keyframe, and I'm going to go back here in the first frame, and what I'm going to do is dolly in and right somewhere around here. You can use this position information here and dolly in with a little bit, and this position will be fine. Okay, I'm going to select this package and go back here and make it to 1 view and select this to fit, and I'm going to select the pen tool, selecting on the package layer, zoom in, and you're going to mask this out. So I'm going to draw a mask. Alright, once you are done with that, you can see nothing here because the layer of the logo is on. So let's shut off the eye for this logo for now, and you can see that. Select the package, hit M on the keyboard and select this mask and change from add to subtract. And if you play the animation, you can see it's coming out from that hole. And if you go back to 2 views again, see here in the top view, the camera is here and the layer is here. So what we're gonna do is duplicate this layer, Control D, and I'm gonna move this somewhere around here. Duplicate another copy, move it here, and duplicate it again, move it here, and one more time, and somewhere here. So if you play it back now, you can see there you have some sort of 3D. After you're done with that, make sure you select all these layers and turn on the motion blur for this layer and for the composition as well. So you can see here with motion blur and without motion blur. So motion blur makes it more nice. So once you have the motion blur enabled, you can scrub through the timeline and find a place, a time where you want the main logo, which is this one, to appear. Maybe somewhere around here. So turn this back on, and we're gonna trim this. Hold down Alt and begin square bracket to trim it here. So suddenly it comes like that, so I don't want that. maybe I'm going to undo that and hit T on the keyboard, select the logo layer, hit T on the keyboard, set the opacity of 100 here, go back few frames, set this to 0, maybe select all the keyframes, right click, keyframe assistant, and easy ease. Alright, let's turn off the motion blur so that we can work faster. We're going to select all the packaging and set this color layer to red so that we can differentiate which layer is which. So we're going to work on the animation of the logo, which is animating the position. Hit P, and if you scrub through the timeline and select this null, hit U to show the keyframes. We are going to first change this from a linear to an easy ease keyframe, and we're gonna go inside this graph, and I'm gonna set this to something like this. Alright, so let's go back to the normal timeline. I'm gonna set this logo, select this logo, hit P on the keyboard, go to this last keyframe of this null object and set a position for this logo at the same timing, and I'm gonna go backward, hold down shift and hit page up once, one keyframe, blank keyframe, and I'm gonna change this to somewhere, zooming up, like changing the position of the z-axis and position in the y-axis, and maybe I'm going to move it even more, somewhere around here. If I hold down shift and hit page down once again, and I can copy the last keyframe, Control C and Control V to paste it here. And if I play it back, so select all the keyframes, right click, keyframe assistant and easy ease. And if you go inside the graph editor, I'm going to change the graph, change this, select this middle one and make it like this, and make it like this. And if you play it back, let's go inside this chips composition. Let's go here, and we're going to pre-compose this again. Right click, pre-compose it, and I'm going to rename this only chips. Okay, make sure you select this move all attributes, hit OK. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the effects and presets and type in shadow and drag and drop it on that layer. And if you go here in the shadow effect, change from wireframe to rendered, and if you come here and play it, you can see that it's shadowing, but it's not what we want. So we're gonna fix that in a moment. Let's go and collapse this shape. We'll go one by one. Pattern to, we're gonna go for glass, and let's go down and we're gonna add some more repetition, maybe 50, and we're gonna change the depth so you can see that you have a depth, so we don't want this thick, so I'm going down to 0.02. After that, let's go and create a new solid. Let's rename this mask and turn this a white color, hit OK, and we're gonna shut the eye of this layer, select the pen tool and go to the first frame, and let's see where we can shadow it. Maybe we're gonna shadow it somewhere here, maybe, you know, like this. Okay, so let's select these chips and we're going to gradient and change the gradient layer to mask, which is this layer, mask, and change this source to mask. Go here into shadow threshold and change this to 1. So if you play it back now, you can see that you have some shadow going on there. So right now it's falling very quick, so that is influenced by the gravity. So we can find the gravity inside physics, go inside this, and we're gonna set this gravity to 0 because we don't need any gravity. You can go inside the chips, and let me just reposition these chips somewhere around down here so that we have some room for the shadow effect. Okay, so let's go back to the chips comp and change this mask to somewhere here. Right now you can see that the force is coming from here, so we're going to change that. Select the chips, select this origin and set it somewhere here, and go inside this force and position to somewhere here as well, and you have this. Very nice. All right, so let's go here inside physics again, and we're gonna turn on this viscosity. The higher the value, the more slow motion that you'll have. Okay, all right, that is looking very nice. We're gonna set the playhead somewhere here. Go inside this force and we're gonna set this radius, set a keyframe here, hit U to see the keyframes, and if you want to go back here and set this to 0, select the layer, hit Ctrl D to duplicate, and go inside the shape and set the playhead somewhere here. You can go here in the repetition, change this repetition to 200, and we're gonna add some variation to this. We're going inside physics and we're gonna add some rotation speed and randomness, and the whole idea is to add some variation to this. So one thing to remember here, is that the shadow is just crossing this composition, so we don't want that. We want the shadow effect to cover the entire composition. Okay, so it's inside, it's within the composition, so we're going to increase this composition, Control K, and maybe we're going to increase this something like this. Hit OK. It's inside the composition. Okay, and one more effect that I would like to add is a motion blur, force motion blur, drag and drop it here, and let's copy this and add it here as well. But we're gonna turn this off for a while, and we're gonna just turn back on just before we render the whole composition to work faster. Okay, because it's going to take a lot to render and work inside After Effects, so it's gonna make your system slow. So I'm going to shut this off for a while, go back to the main composition, go to the project panel, and I'm going to drag in the chips comp inside this. So drag and drop it, make this a 3D layer as well. I think we have to adjust the position, so let's go back to 2 views, and so I'm gonna go and move it towards the chips package somewhere here. Go back to view 1, and if you play it back now, let's move it somewhere here. We'll have to match the timing when the Doritos logo pops out, so we're gonna match the timing when this shadow with the shadow. Okay, that is very nice. I am going to duplicate this, Control D. It's very simple, just reposition it randomly on the scene wherever you want, and you can change the position. Hit P on the keyboard. I'm gonna change the position maybe a little bit towards the camera in order to have some depth somewhere here. And what I also did was Control D to duplicate it, and I push this to the back, move this layer below the packaging, and go to 2 views, and where is it? So the packaging is somewhere here, and the 2 logos is somewhere here. So I'm gonna move one layer somewhere here, and the other one somewhere here. Go back to 1 view, and I'm gonna I am going to change this rotation. I'm gonna move it here. I'm gonna change the rotation, and you can duplicate it however copies you want, but I'm gonna just stick with 2 copies here. Layer new, solid, hit OK. Move this to the bottom, rename this BG for background. Let's go to the effects and presets, type in ramp, and drag and drop it here. I'm gonna pick the color of this one, and I'm gonna pick another darker color Make sure you turn on the motion blur for all the layers and for the composition as well, and also make sure you turn on the CC Force motion blur before you render out the entire composition. Watch this next video if you want to learn more product promo in After Effects.